And I'm back with another one. Y'all already know what's going on. It's your boy Daz, and this my journal. If you new here, like, comment, and subscribe. If you've been rocking with me for a while, keep tuning in. I'ma keep giving y'all game that I learn on a daily basis. So with all that being said, we on day 10 of the 30-day semen retention challenge. You heard? Day 10. So give it up for yourself, because a lot of people can't make it past day 7. With all that being said, though, what I want to talk about today is everything that you do adds up, either good or bad. And when I say good or bad, I don't mean in the sense of being a good person to other people or trying your best to be a good person or thinking if you do something that other people don't agree with, you're being a bad person. I don't mean it in that way at all. I mean it in the sense of doing good to yourself or doing bad to yourself. And you know what you need to do in the regard of doing good to yourself. It could be working out. It could be stop drinking. It could be doing this semen retention challenge. It could be doing things that you know don't feel good in the moment, but will bring you to progress or will help you become somebody that the person that you envision in your head. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times we think it's all about how we treat other people. It's literally about how you treat yourself. That's more for another time. And I know sometimes when we doing the things that we feel like we should be doing for our life, it feel like it's nothing changing. I know that all too well, where sometimes it feel like it's nothing changing. But then I learned that instead of crashing out or falling back into the same old habits or whatever that you was trying to get away from, or what not get away from, or whatever you was trying to improve on in your life. Say for instance, if you stop drinking and you feel like, damn, I don't have no character since I stopped drinking, I'm telling you, your character gonna come back. If you feel like just anything that you gotta stop doing, if you feel like you gotta go to the gym, you're gonna feel like at first you're gonna be going to the gym, you're gonna be feeling like, damn, I don't see no progress. But after 2-3 months, you're gonna start seeing progress. Everything adds up. Everything adds up. And I remember I took 2 weeks off from the gym. I took 2 weeks off from the gym one time. And I was eating nasty. I'm eating all type of candy. I'm eating all type of junk food. I'm just eating everything that I could find, everything I liked in sight. You get what I'm saying? I'm not working out. I'm barely walking. I'm just in the crib. You know what I mean? And then after 2 weeks, I went and looked in the mirror. My face was bloated. Like I felt like when I got up, I felt sluggish. Parts of my body was hurting me. I'm like, yo, what's going on? And then I realized, like, this is one thing that I really realized too. You see the bad happening in your life way faster than you'll see the good happening in your life. You get what I'm saying? Like, it seems like the bad adds up way faster than the good. Because if you go to the gym for a month, you probably lose 10 pounds. But if you start eating sloppy for a month, you probably gain 30. And I think that's like the challenge of life. Or, cause I don't call it nothing hard. I call it a challenging. Because a challenge is something that I look at that can be either beaten or overcome. You know what I'm saying? I don't say nothing is hard because a rock is hard, pause. You know what I'm saying? That's hard. That's the definition of hard. I feel like life be challenging, but that's a challenge. You get what I'm saying? Like, it feel like the bad shit add up so fast. So fast, but the good take forever. But I'm telling you, what I learned is when they say consistency, they mean it like they mean it in the way that you really gotta bite down and understand that I'm going to do whatever it take to get to where I see myself at. And once you put that mindset in your mind, you know that you're gonna have to do uncomfortable things. Cause you know the uncomfortable things is the good that usually lead you is the things that usually lead you to the good in life. So you start to do uncomfortable things. And I'm not gonna lie, it take a little time, but I realized short gratification, talking about like whenever I get something fast, it'd be cool for the moment, but it'd be like, alright. But whenever I really work for something, I feel good about it. I feel good about it. And that's the difference between like the short gratification and long-term gratification. It builds, it's like a building to something. Cause like on the flip side of that bad story, when I was eating bad, right? On the flip side of that, right? When I was out of shape, I started working out. I didn't see no results for 2 weeks. I didn't see no result for the first month. 2-3 months later, I felt results in my body. I felt better. I looked better. I looked in the mirror and I could start seeing results. And that right there is a game changer, because now it shows you that if you keep putting in the work, you're going to get exactly what you want. And there's different ways to look at that in life. Like when you put in the work for anything, it grows. When you focus on something growing, or when you focused on building something, or you focus on yourself, you're gonna grow, or it's gonna grow, or whatever, it grows. So that's why they tell you to focus on the positive. Focus on the positive, the parts of yourself where you can grow. How can I grow right now? How can I grow right now? Instead of focusing on, how can I get a bottle? Instead of focusing on, how can I fuck this, you know what I mean? Like, just wasting my money, or how can I spend some money? Nah, focus on, how can I put this money towards something that can make me better? How can I hold out my animal instinct so I know how to control myself? So even when these girls come around, it ain't no control over me, because that's another thing too. That's why a lot of niggas be so like sympathetic, because it's like girls low key have like a control over their mind, because they be so fiending, and it's like, or attached to like getting boxed, and it's like, nigga, like shorty, you know what I mean? Like, shorty, you look good. Yeah, I would love to kill, but I'm okay. You know what I mean? So that's another thing. But when you work on yourself, or anything that you focus on in life grows. Anything that you focus on in life. So focus on how can you grow to become the person that you want to be. How can you grow? And you know the ways, you know the steps. Sometimes it might take you to sacrifice certain things, and that you don't want to sacrifice. And that's the game of life. Like, I call it the law of equivalent. Well, they call it the law of equivalent exchange, where you got to give up something for something better. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm promoting. Damn, I kind of fucked up. I lost my train of thought. But yeah, the equivalent, the law of equivalent change. Fuck, I'm gonna keep going. Fuck that. That's why I write shit down, because sometimes my brain just start going places, right? But basically what I'm saying is, be consistent. When you doing the good, if you starting to work out, if you starting to play a new instrument, if you starting to do a new project, if you starting something, be consistent in it. Be consistent in it, because sometimes the good might take a while to show up, but once it do show up, you're going to thank yourself for being consistent and, doing whatever you needed to do. So, you know what I'm saying? So, and the same thing go for anything in life. The same thing go for anything in life. When I first started boxing, I'm like, damn, I can't, you know what I mean? Like, I got to get better at this shit. I got to turn the AC on. But I gotta get better at this. Woo, woo, woo. I wasn't that nice, or I thought I wasn't that nice. But now I'm teaching people. And that just showed me in life that anything that I put my mind to and I keep working on, even if I'm not the best at the moment, I'm not the best when I first started, I'ma get better. And it's gonna keep getting better. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying right now on that right there. Just keep making progress. Keep making progress. And the last but not least is do more things that challenge you and help you grow. Do more things that challenge you and help you grow, because the good thing usually be the uncomfortable thing. The good thing usually be the uncomfortable thing. Like when I first started working out, I hated working out. When I first started working out, I hated working out. Before I started reading, I hated reading. Before I started doing semen retention, I was running wild in these streets. And I'm telling you that listen, I was running wild in these streets. But I learned a lot about me and what I want out of life, doing the things that I never used to do before. Don't get me wrong, I always knew what I wanted in life, but it's like sometimes you know you want something, but you don't really know why. So it's like you want it, you don't have to drive for it. But then when you start to actually ask yourself, what do I want? And you start to understand what you want and why you want it, ain't nothing in this world gonna be able to stop you. Ain't nothing in this world gonna be able to stop you. And when you keep doing more good in your life, all you doing is building the trust with yourself. All you doing is showing yourself that you can trust yourself to do what you say you're going to do to get you further in life. No matter what voice in your head trying to stop you, no matter what voice in your head trying to stop you, no matter how you feel, no matter what mood you in, you're going to get up and get what you need to get done. Because you know why? You know, if I don't get it done, it's only going to hold me back from my path, or hold me back from, me trusting myself. Because it's going to be like, I told myself to do that and I don't even do what I tell myself to do. So how, you know what I mean? Like, how can I really trust myself? I don't really do what I say I'm going to do. And with all that being said, it is too hot right now. I ain't going to lie to you. I'm about to turn my AC on. So this is the end of the video. But basically, wrap this whole thing up. Everything adds up. Everything adds up. And no, I'm not talking about good and bad talk, like how much good you do for somebody else or how much good you do to try to change the world. I'm talking about how much good you do to change yourself to become the person that you want to be. How much bad do you do? If you know drinking is fucking you up, stop drinking. If you know semen retention is something that you need to do, start semen retention. If you know you need to stop eating all them snacks, stop eating them snacks. If you know you need to go to the gym, go to the gym. Do more shit that make you appreciate and respect yourself. So with all that being said, it is too hot, but it's your boy DAZ'S, and I had to get out of this video. I'm out of here. Peace.